Today is a play-in game to determine who will get into the singles ultimate Schmoedown tournament. One of these players we haven't seen in forever. The other player we just saw last week. So what a contrasting styles of players and charisma and gameplay. Well, maybe not gameplay, but this is really interesting. And obviously the stakes are very, very high. So let's find out who comes out on top today on JTH Reacts to the movie trivia Schmoedown. And welcome back. Okay, so a pretty interesting combination of two players to play today. Obviously, they built this match up last week when Paul Preston came out victorious against one Rachel Silverstrini. Lon Harris and Paul Preston. Paul Preston, who makes whey powder still relevant, and then the Professor Lon Harris, who still makes Coolio relevant in 2019. My God, these guys can't be any more polar opposite. It's just Coolio and whey powder. Maybe Lon Harris will bring back the classic line, "Go away, whey." Yeah, gotta love that line. Priceless and a classic. So as far as who I think is gonna win, I'm gonna be pulling for Lon Harris. Obviously, Lon is obviously one of those players I wanted to see play in Schmoedown forever, and then now it's hard to believe he's playing his 7th singles match and a gajillion team matches now. So it just, I still remember commenting on Twitter over and over and over again, when's Lon Harris going to start playing in Schmoedown? And he's like a regular. He just shows up. He plays 5-6 matches a year, and I love it, love it, love it. Paul Preston maybe will become that way next year once he gets a little bit more exposure. But of course, now he's playing 2 matches in the same amount of weeks, so obviously he's getting tons of exposure now. But yeah, no offense to Paul, but yeah, Lon's one of my favorite players. One of the more funny characters in the Schmoedown. So the more Lon Harris, the better. So no offense, Paul, because you'll probably see this at some point, because you're one of those very you're one of those people that actually shows up and communicates with the community, and so you'll be ready to laugh at JTH and how bad JTH plays and how bad JTH looks and all the other stuff that everybody makes fun of JTH for. So without further ado, headphones are on. Sadly, no Pepsi. I had to downgrade to Coke. Sorry. And oh, it doesn't explode. Okay. Without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, I almost didn't even update the thing, so bear with me, folks. Okay, we are now ready, and we will now do this in 3, 2, and 1. Hey, he changed his shirt. Yay!
Whatever. Listen, I just received a phone call from Mr. Seibel, who says he wants to play you in the first round of the singles tournament.
Mr. Whitney, the beauty Seibel, wants to play me?
He wants to play you for revenge.
Revenge? It's kind of a harsh word. I mean, we're friends. I mean, the Facebook request is pending, but I think whatever. We're friends.
I'm going to grant him this request. Because, you know, you're too nice. And I don't like you.
Thought it was nice.
Yeah! The best thing to see about that? Burnett changed his shirt. Oh my God! Or as Joey Styles would say, oh my God!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Danielle. You are looking live. They jumped on that early. They saw me talk about it. It was so delayed last time. Took a whole 20 seconds to show that they were live. I thought it was pre-recorded in a pre-recorded match, even though they're all pre-recorded because you can't record them afterwards.
it's good to catch up with you. And the match that we have set up is actually something that you and I both have a little bit of a different take on the backstory, because it is
The backstory.
the Professor Harris, who comes in with a sterling reputation, if not record, because he's only 3-3 in singles, no knockouts.
And it's a damn shame.
The Professor, like, he just is a little bit in an ivory tower when it comes to movie trivia and really anything else in his life. And he's taking on Paul Preston, who's really come out of
he did LeBron. LeBron, yay!
He's only 1-0, but he's got a knockout. He seems to be coming hard for Lon. But
Well,
Danielle,
Lon Harris is like me in wrestling trivia matches.
in the back hall's a screen jump.
You know, I could win every match, but I got to steal the show. Got to put on a great match, great performance, and well, up until my last one. But we won't talk about that.
But not if you're Lon. Lon definitely has to say that he is the best, and he makes sure that we all know that he's the best. And he does.
He is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Is it a way? Can both of them win?
Both of them cannot win, because there can be only one that is going to automatically qualify to be in the ultimate.
Oh, get a figure.
Tournament. I mean, it's got the playoff
Both men can't win.
You and I are both big sports fans. We know that this is a do-or-die scenario.
Thanks, Digger.
The winner gets to have an entry into the tournament, and the loser is going to be watching the tournament with you and I.
Oh,
From their couch.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're fun to hang out
Because
with,
you can actually watch it on your TV. If you have Xfinity and you have a YouTube app, you can watch them on your TV. Hooray, Xfinity!
This is one of those games where you can't blame.
For me, it's actually great because it means fast internet. Yay! Fast internet.
Fierce competitors, they both really want it, and you really have to want it. You want to win. And
You want to win.
Let the pressure of the situation get to you. You have to keep a cool head. So we'll see who's able to do that.
I don't know that Paul Preston can keep a cool head, but I know that he is very good at talking, and
He wants to win.
Show interview. Let's take a gander.
And I want to be funny, but I'm not.
Greetings, students. I am sadly here on my lonesome today. No other partners, no colleagues to join the professor in his mighty
I'll be your
victory.
colleague.
Jonathan, he is on a survey of the Flemish New Cinema. Obviously a very worthwhile pursuit. Could not ask him to leave. JTH, I'm honestly not sure where he is today. I hope he is remaining on balance. I hope he is being careful wherever he is, and I hope that he is keeping himself out of trouble.
But Lon Harris, trying to establish himself in the singles rankings, ran up into against the former champion, Corinna.
Corinna?
Based on today's results, I may or may not have berth in the singles tournament. Frankly, this is an outrage. I've clearly superseded a number of these other competitors. I've clearly shown my mettle. It has not always been fair, and I find myself once more competing for my very Schmoedown life.
You get a chance to be in the tournament. How are you feeling about that?
Well, look, there's a movie out there called The Professor and the Madman. I'll be the madman. Lon Harris, you be the professor.
Now, I have heard that I've been challenged by Mr. Paul Prestone, a young upstart from the Italian coast, I assume, maybe from Amalfi.
Hey, Paul here from the Movie Guys. Look, I think I proved something out there when I took down Rachel Silverstreamy. I can handle this. I can handle anyone who throw at me. So why not go after the big gun? It's like the jail cell, right? Where you go up and you knock the biggest guy down. That makes a statement, sends word out to everybody else.
Until he gives you a big boot.
He's a tall, strapping lad, and I think he can come in here and really show what he's capable of going forward in singles.
What Mr. Prestone needs to know is he is the last step between me and the tournament where I obviously belong.
Cornamante.
That has already been reserved for me.
I think it's going to be fun to take on a big challenger and make a statement here. Try and get to that tournament. I think that's what really is my next step for me, and I'm not going to mess around with that. I think this will be over quicker than a Clinton Spilsbury Film Festival. Yeah, you know who that is, Lon? You know who Clinton Spilsbury is? Look it up, bro.
I doubt that it shall be much of an issue.
Or it'll be as short as a George W. teleprompter speech. Hi, y'all.
Entry to this tournament.
That's it.
You know, what can be done? We are all neophytes at one point. Everyone must make their, debut first feature, and not everybody can come onto the scene as swiftly as a Mizuguchi or as a Pasolini. Some people are a Prestone.
And a macaroni. And a linguine.
Anyone who says they're not, I mean, why are they
Yummy.
here? All right? Like, I want to just make sure everybody likes me. That's not where we are. You can't go around making sure everybody likes. That's not where we are. Like I said before, anybody in my way, got to knock them down to get where I'm going. So, you get your pipe, pal, because it's coming.
He still sounds like Mr. Anderson. I'm just waiting for him to say a-hole one time.
All right, well, you see that? Yeah, Paul is not shy with talking, but he is the newcomer here because when you look at Lon, he is kind of the tenured professor, and his nickname is the Professor. He makes me giggle to no end when he talks about his opponents because he just has a way of belittling people. That doesn't happen with you and him interacting, does it?
No, he tends
Of course
to
not.
keep it. The
He's
professor, I
fun.
feel like if
He's a
there's
fun
Bruce
professor.
Wayne and then there's Batman,
I
and then Bruce Wayne is Batman's mask. At work, I feel like Lon Harris is the professor's mask, and the professor is who he is all day, every day.
Yes.
Well, we are going to find out in
exactly.
Will it be
Somebody figured it out.
Will it be the powder keg? Either way, there's a lot of alliteration going on in this match. And for the tail of the tape, we go to Miss Danielle Radford. What are each one of these gentlemen good at when it comes to movie trivia?
Movies. They're good at movies. Directors, that's got nothing to do with movies. They just work on the movies.
Loves the shakes, loves the muscle milks, the metrixes, all that good stuff. How about Lon?
You know what? You want to make sure that you're testing your macros. Now with Lon, Lon is very good at classics, sci-fi, and I'm getting this note here. This is from Lon himself, being better than everyone else.
That can't be true. He didn't tell me that. If you don't tell me, then it's not true.
That he had such an impact on the pre-show. Well, without further ado, we are about to meet the competitors. Danielle, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am prepped, and it's time for the
movie trivia Schmoedown. Almost choked in the middle of a quote. That would have been tragic. Now I gotta listen to this song. That is tragic.
And one knockout. Please welcome Paul, the Powder Keg.
Some people like music like this. Good for them. Oh, that's not him. There he is. Wait, what's the fake answer he's gonna give?
Oh! Those are so many bracelets.
Adam crushing a can. Paul doing, I counted 4 push-ups there.
Those are 4 solid push-ups.
Very impressive work, Danielle, because as you know, if you do a push-up,
what is Selma Hayek?
That counts for 3.
Well, do you think those bracelets actually help him do more push-ups?
I think that they spot his wrist.
The answer is made to order.
We have not asked that question, and I don't believe that's the answer to anything.
You stole my line.
Hell of an effort by Paul.
And my gag.
Answering pre-questions as he is at doing push-ups. And his opponent.
Coolio's back in 2019. What year is this?
With a record of 3-3, please welcome Lon, the Professor.
Yeah, he's the man. He's the man. He don't take no crap from anybody else but you. He wears the pants around here when he's finished with your laundry.
Your brain is doing the push-ups for you.
But he does seem to be...
Because I'm a guy you don't want to fight. When I say jump, you say you're right. I'm the king of my castle till you get home.
Pipe schmutz on the desk. Come on, bro.
All right, Lon, it's been a minute since we've seen you in a singles match.
That's what I said.
Feeling great. I'm happy to have blessed this table with my pipe schmutz.
I'm not sure how to take that, so Danielle and I...
Someone's going to have to come and clean that up, but I get it.
We're just going to get into the rules of round number 1. Gentlemen, in round number 1 of this 3-round match, you're going to get 8 questions from 8 different corners of the movie Trivia Schmoedown Galaxy. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. As soon as we ask the question up here at the answer desk, you have 15 seconds to write down your...
Blast it all. I got that nagging cough back.
To reveal it, please show what you wrote on the whiteboard to your camera at the same time you verbalize your attempt at an answer.
That can be very distracting. You ever have a cough you just can't get rid of?
JTE rule throughout of the match. Lon, I know that you know JTE personally. Paul, he's a very nice gentleman, and he asked to repeat the question a lot. So you may use up to 3 repeat the questions in your 3 rounds. You can also just use it to buy yourself some time if you need another 15 seconds to conjure that correct answer. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at any time should a conflict arise. Lon, do you understand the rules as I have read them to you?
I may refer to it as the jeté rule, but I understand.
It's much more eloquent. Paul, you good to go?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
somebody is winning.
Do it for the pig. Yep, I'm wearing the pig shirt again. Only it's a different color one. Before it was blue, now it's gray. It's a different one.
It's a practical car.
Trust me. It might look blue on the screen because of the lighting a little bit. But it's gray.
In the category of action adventure, which actor stars as the lead character Aaron Cross in The Bourne Legacy?
I'm big on the Bourne movies.
You really like the Bourne movies?
Yeah, do you like that the shaky cam?
And you know what? It makes me a little nauseous.
5, 4.
He stole my name because it's great. Jeremy Renner.
Going to you,
I believe it was Jeremy Renner.
Give him a point.
I believe the same. Jeremy
Paul
Renner.
Preston had it.
I believe the same too, so it's got to be right.
Jeremy Renner, and they believe in themselves.
And they believe in shaky cam. Your next question comes in the world of romantic comedies, rom-com.
Nah, I don't like the shaky cam.
This 2001 romantic comedy about a dysfunctional Hollywood relationship starred John Cusack, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Billy Crystal, and Julia Roberts. Are you a rom-com gal?
I like a rom-com. I'm more on the com than the rom.
Okay.
I just like a little bit of face sucking, but just so much comedy.
What in the hell?
Bang.
4.
Can you repeat the question?
3. I can do that. In the world of romantic comedies, this 2001 romantic comedy.
I have no clue.
Dysfunctional Hollywood relationship starring John Cusack, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Billy Crystal, and Julia Roberts. Now getting back to your point about
Maybe if it's like something like haha. I think that would be something I could be into.
Like what we saw in MacGruber.
Yes.
This is probably a little bit too early.
5, 4, 3.
Being John Malkovich.
1. Sorry, Lon. Pens down. Going to you first, Paul.
America's Sweethearts.
He got America's Sweethearts.
Not even
I
close.
did not get it, no.
Lon did not get it in time. So Paul Preston.
That's what I should have done. Not shown the answer.
Okay, number 3, in the category of dramas, who plays widowed American President Andrew Shepard in 1995's The American President?
Well, I was going to submit this question, so that's the only reason why I know this one.
Yeah, they not using another JTE rule here. Both competitors have it, but we're going to wait out.
At least it helps me actually get an answer right.
All right, Lon.
The inferior Douglas. Michael Douglas.
Correct.
Michael Douglas.
It is Michael Douglas.
The inferior one.
I guess I should remind the viewers at home at this point, Paul Preston still has a perfect round. It's early in round number 1. Should he get
But more importantly, I've got 2 out of 3. I'm tied with Lon. Holy crap! Hot dang! Called police and a fireman.
Run by hand or on a computer. An outcast half-wolf risks his life to prevent a deadly epidemic from ravaging
Holy crap!
Alaska.
I'm gonna get 3 out of 4.
Damn.
What the hell is the world coming to?
That's a really brave move. Alaska's kind of lame, but I'm glad that he saved it.
Just kind of
Alaska's not lame.
fine.
It's where Bob Ross came from.
So how they came to Wolf?
Balto.
1.
So it's almost Bob Ross.
What do you got?
Balto?
It is Balto. Did Lon have it?
I also had Balto.
Yeah, that's a tough pull, and they both got it.
That is not a tough poll if I knew the answer.
Sci-fi, courtesy of
Remember that.
What is the name of Harrison Ford's character in Blade Runner?
Oh dear. Maybe I should have saw that 2004-9 movie that came out recently. Then maybe I would know this answer.
Director's cut before I saw the latest version. Way better.
2, 1.
I don't know.
It is Deckard.
It is
Oh,
Deckard.
Deckard.
Rick Deckard. Does Paul Preston have it?
Fun fact, it's also his name in Blade Runner 2049. Rick Deckard.
Hey!
Wow. Okay. Protein powder. I see you.
Preston,
I'll give you a B+ on that one,
Someone has
Paul.
protein powder on the table.
Oh, good call. Thanks.
And on 4.
Ugh, the way.
All right, your next
Go
category
away,
is
way.
Help me out, crowd. Comedies.
Ah!
I think the crowd's still laughing at Paul Preston's yuck.
I think they may be.
Your question?
I think that was just an inserted laugh track.
Who directed Beverly Hills Cop 2?
You say comedies and then you put a director question. That's not comedies. That's directors. You lied to me.
It is my favorite.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to you, Mr.
A director. I'm right.
It is the great action director, Tony Scott. Did not have it.
I had Martin Brest. No.
Oh.
But I said a director, so I'm right.
To the crowd. Wow.
In your face. Yay!
Martin Brest directed the first Beverly Hills Cop, I believe.
To beat the system,
Second one.
you gotta cheat the system.
Blonde wife in it.
You can't say I was
I see
wrong.
where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also Drago's wife.
Yeah, look, if it's good enough for Flavor Flav, it's good enough for me. Number 7 in the category of horror thriller, the finale of the Alfred Hitchcock film Saboteur takes place at what famous U.S. landmark?
So you're big on Brigitte Nielsen?
Not sure, but if it's historic landmark, just go with the first one that comes to mind.
Discovered a lot of
Which,
things about myself.
in most movies, it's usually the Statue of Liberty.
A lot about you in round
Look, get it,
two.
Red Sonia.
One. Pens down, going to you, Mr. Harris.
The Statue of Liberty?
It is the Statue
Ha!
of Liberty.
Ha!
Paul had it too. Still working on that.
The
perfect
Statue of
round
Liberty.
one.
They use it.
And all comes down
If
to this.
Ghostbusters
Preston
2
gets
used
this
the
one
Statue of
correct.
Liberty,
We'll be asked
then
to
everybody
him,
uses the Statue of Liberty.
him, but standing in your way.
The Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon show used the Statue of Liberty.
It's L.A., aren't they always?
That's no.
It's not
only
fun.
laugh comes to comedy.
Not fun.
These are famous actors and actresses. An actress like
There's
Meryl
a-
Streep,
there's a-
an
there's a
actress
few
like
of them.
Sam Levine. These are famous people. Name the 2 movies that Robert Redford and Paul Newman have starred in together.
I couldn't name you .2 movies. I could write down 10 words and probably none of them would be in one of the movies.
All right, we move to 5, 4, 3, 2,
Look at the concentration on
1,
their brows.
and they both got
The A-N is.
Paul, we see you first for
Are these in any of them?
The Sting and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
He has thrown a perfect round.
Ah, I got the.
Lon, did you have
I got
The
the.
Sting and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
He got it as well.
Fantastic.
So Danielle,
Sting
that's a
and
very
Butch
good round
Cassidy
for Lon
and-
and Professor Harris.
Absolutely.
Yep.
6 points is nothing to sneeze
I got a
at.
bit of
He's got
each of them,
Preston.
so
He comes in here with
I'm
one
proud of
knockout,
myself.
and he is living up to that powder keg reputation. Now he gets a bonus question. You don't need
I
to
got
write
I got
anything
4
down.
out of 8
Answer it
and
less
cheated
than
on a couple
15
more,
seconds.
but
The bonus question: who played Lucy Emerson, Sam and Michael's mother, in The Lost Boys?
Diane Wiest.
That's another point.
yikes.
For Paul Preston.
And the protein powder keg has
Zoinks, Scoob.
has done himself a completely perfect round 1.
He's
Is that
gonna be coming
considered
in next time
doping in the
sponsored by
Schmoedown?
Vitamin Shop or
An
GNC?
excess of protein? Is that the Schmoedown version of doping? Can we have the committee, the international committee rule on this?
You know, but that's interesting.
Go away, way.
Powder is Lon allowed to have his pipe?
That's your pipe could be considered performance enhancing as well.
It's an empty pipe. We all know it.
It's just a prop. But
We,
the
we don't
protein is
we don't
good to say.
condone
Let's
smoking.
move on to round
children
number
in the
2. In round number 2, this
Think
is
about
Wheel
the
Round. Wheel of
kids.
Fate, Doom, and Justice has emerged from its shadowy resting place. The wheel has 12 wedges on there. You have the classic opponents, spinner's choice, and then 10 categories of movie trivia, Schmoedown know-how. Once each competitor settles on a category, they're going to hear 4 questions from that world. Each question is worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question, but stealing is available in round number 2.
I was very impressed with Paul in that first round. How could you not? He didn't miss anything.
At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. So Lon Harris is the favorite going into this, but him and his prop pipe are losing to Paul
100%
Preston.
real. I'm
Shazam!
You're down by 3.
Shazam!
So now Paul
Shazam!
has the
Who's gonna
option
say it like that
to
come match time?
To your Pied
I will
Piper opponent. He's going to go ahead and spin.
All right, and then one thing we want to make sure to mention, a wheel slice for today's match was sponsored by one of our Schmoedown Patreons on patreon.com/Schmoedown.
Yeah.
The sponsored wheel slice for today's match is War.
It is War.
War.
Somebody spins War. Thank you for modeling.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Good God, you all. It ain't you all, it's y'all. And you trying like a karate movie, y'all.
Because Paul did so well with directors last time, you got to figure that's what he's looking for. But he might have spun himself into a
Oh,
He
oh.
was so close. He
Oh,
was so
what do you
close
give
to
him,
giving
though?
himself exactly what he wanted. Now,
Do you give him War?
Really needed.
I might give him
Set
War.
Paul with any category he wants on that wheel. Lon, do you have something in mind?
Let's go with Kate Winslet.
He's going to go with Kate.
Interesting.
I think Lawrence Fishburne said it best.
He did not say that.
Those weren't
That is what we call a gesture.
Jeté.
That is true.
Just store.
Kate Winslet, your questions will be.
And The
answered
Rock did
by
it better.
Miss
Everybody knows
Harper.
that.
Again, each question is worth 2 points. If you think you need some help, you can ask us for multiple choice. Lon, stealing is in play.
Who stars along Kate Winslet as the other plane crash survivor in 2017's The Mountain Between Us?
Idris Elba.
That is correct.
2 points. Not blinking.
Number 2, Kate Winslet stars aside Will Smith in what film?
At least it's a movie I've heard of.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Repeat the question.
Please.
Repeat the question? Okay. Kate Winslet stars alongside Will Smith in what film?
7 pounds.
That is incorrect. So for a steal,
That was
Lon
one of them that I was
Harris
thinking of.
can't give the options because Paul did not go to multiple choice. So
Is it A Winter's Tale?
not A
No.
Winter's Tale either.
Not A
Looking
Winter's
for
Tale.
Collateral Beauty.
Oh, yes.
Collateral
Yes.
Beauty.
Of course.
Has that
That's
come out?
right.
My favorite film.
Has
That
that even
was
come
very
out?
impressive of the competitors to guess 2 other Will Smith movies that we've forgotten about.
That makes 3 total.
All right. Number 3 in Quills. Who played the profoundly religious and well-loved administrator at Clarenton Asylum, Comier?
Joaquin Phoenix.
That is correct.
Wow.
I've never heard of that.
I have never heard of any of those words.
I've never.
One of them has like that IER, which I think means yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Meh.
I did not.
Meh. Meh. Meh.
Number 4. How many separate factions are there in the dystopian society for teenagers to choose from in the Divergent series?
1,873. Dan, 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 dan.
I am not a young adult. It's becoming very
Could
clear.
have fooled me. You look
Sadly, I'm not anymore either.
4,
I was about to say
3.
I am, but I'm really not.
Is it A, 4?
I
Is
mean,
it
oh
B,
man,
5? Is it
I
C,
don't have it
6?
in me anymore.
Hint, the answer is a number.
It's a number.
Are you sure?
4.
It's incorrect. So we go to Lon for the steal. Once again, your options. Is it A4,
6.
C5, C6, D8?
Go with 5.
That is correct. It is
Oh,
All right, so a
I
big
knew
steal
that.
happy that he got it right.
Not
Sad that I
The
actually
last
missed it.
question, and so again, Lon Harris came into this round down by 3, now finds himself trailing by 6, but now the professor can step up to that wheel. He gets something that he likes. He could be enjoying a lead by the end of this going into round number 3. Lon, the floor is yours.
Got a shot. Got a shot.
So he walks up there with his pipe that we again do not believe there is any actual tobacco.
And this won't be an athletic spin. This is more of an academic spin.
This is
He
A strategic
academically
spin.
shows how to spin the wheel.
spinning with his brain cells.
There are physics involved.
All right, so Lon, round and round it goes. And again, with Lon Harris, we know that he's big into fantasy sci-fi.
Oh,
He might
stop.
also be big
Stop,
into
stop, stop,
choice.
stop. Oh.
Movie quotes.
Movie quotes. How do you feel about movie quotes, Lon?
All right.
Interesting.
This is a mixed bag kind of category, Danielle. This could be from any movie ever.
This could be from any movie ever, or it could just be from the 5 movies every dude that you know gets high in quotes on his couch all day.
Let's see
Fight
the
Club.
first one.
So,
Point Break.
Dude, where's my car?
All right, Lon.
Starship Troopers.
Each one's worth 2 points, all in the world of movie quotes.
Half Baked.
And your query is:
I don't know the other two.
next time you have a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate. Is a line from which action favorite?
Rambo?
5.
Can you repeat the question?
I certainly can.
Sounds like a
Next time
Rambo
you have
quote.
a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate. Is a line from which action favorite? And that's Lon's second, JT.
That is.
I'll say Commando.
That is incorrect
Ooh.
for a huge 2-point steal. Paul, can you get it?
I'll stick with Rambo.
Seconds left.
I have no clue.
4, 3, 2.
Man on Fire.
Looking for Die Hard.
What?
An
Die Hard?
all-time classic.
Quote the scene it's from in Die Hard for me.
I too wish to hear that.
I believe it's the Bill Clay scene when he says he's Bill Clay.
Look,
You
we
think?
have the teacher's edition of this. This doesn't necessarily explain context. We just know the right answer.
Yeah. We don't need
Die Hard
to,
2.
we don't need to answer to the competitors. It's in Die Hard.
All right.
Yeah.
I take your word on it. Under
All right.
duress.
It's a small indie film most people missed. Your next question. In Apocalypse Now, Kurtz tells Willard that he is an errand boy sent by whom to collect the bill?
What are these questions?
I'll do multiple choice.
I can provide that for you. Is it A, the gas company?
Where are the
B,
classic
clerks,
quotes like,
C, the
wise
doctor,
man
or
said
D,
forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza?
They give him a point. I'm not sure if he knew it or he had to think about it or got a recall, but he got the point. And he now finds himself trailing by 5. So he could really use the full 2 points on these next 2 questions. Lon, your penultimate question in this category. Which 1990s Tom Clancy adaptation contains the quote, "Hey Ryan, be careful what you shoot at. Some things in here don't react too well to bullets"?
I'll go with Hunt for Red October.
You are going to be correct for 2 points.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, so now we're back to our end of round 1 score with Paul Preston up by 3, but Lon still has one more question left in movie quotes. And your last quote would be, which 90s crime film features the line, "You shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize"?
That would be Reservoir Dogs.
He got that one right off the bat. 2 points, and now we have ourselves a ball game. 13
we have closed the gap.
12. Paul Preston beating Lon Harris by just 1 going into the round that will not only decide the fate of this match, Danielle, but also who is going into the ultimate Schmoedown. You can feel the playoff atmosphere as of right now.
Absolutely. This is a cannot-lose game. Both of them so far are able to keep their emotions in check. Let's hope that they are able to continue into this next round.
God damn it.
Oh, there it goes.
Well,
this has been a very well-played match and a very classy match.
Way powder overload.
Round number 3.
He's down. Paul's down. Paul's down. Paul's down.
Dan, you're going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number you give us corresponds to a different corner of the movie trivia Schmoedown galaxy. The first question asked you is worth 2 points. The next one's worth 3 points. The last one, should we get that far, is worth 5 points. Lon Harris, you are the
playing the fake guitar.
Paul Preston, the upstart, is defeating you currently by 1 point. So Paul, you are going to give us your series of numbers first.
4, 7, and 12.
4, 7,
Four,
and
seven.
You
12.
failed.
All right. And now we move to Lon Harris.
I'll go 6, 8, and 16.
That's all. That's all right though.
16?
I still I forgive you.
I'll be asking you your questions. Danielle will be asking Paul his questions.
All right.
So Lon, you picked number 6.
Yes, I did.
And that is biopics for 2 points. Your question is, what director plays Denzel Washington's best friend Shorty in Malcolm X?
X heads in the audience.
Yeah, big fans.
Spike Lee.
Did you know that?
It's the only one I can think of.
4,
It's a movie
3.
based on a
I'll
real
say
person.
Spike Lee.
I did know that, and I did know that. That is correct for 2 points.
Ah!
Harris vaults himself into the lead.
That was a pure guess for me, but
And
it's
so
the only answer that
Lon
made
is up
sense.
by
Like,
1 over
what other
Paul. So
director
Paul,
would be in
you
Malcolm
have
X?
your-
All right, this is number 4, and this is in the category of sports. And so for 2 points, this is going to be Harrison Ford stars as Branch Rickey alongside
42.
Chadwick Boseman in what film?
42.
That is correct.
Branch Rickey,
Robinson also
famous
Also,
LA
I'm not
Dodgers
sure if you
pitcher.
all-
We are winning a lot.
I believe gave up the infamous shot heard around the world.
I've not learned.
The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant.
You selected number 8 for your 3-point category. And number 8 up here corresponds to the wild, wacky, wonderfully abbed world of Brad Pitt.
Okay.
And
That's not wild and wacky.
for 3 points. And once again, the lead. What primarily TV actor Stars alongside Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts as a gay hitman in 2001's The Mexican.
David Schwimmer. Because why not?
5, 4,
Brad Pitt also a real person.
3, 2, 1. Need an answer?
I'll go with David Duchovny.
That is incorrect. Looking for James Gandolfini.
Oh. James Gandolfini, David Schwimmer. Boy, that couldn't be any more polar opposite.
With his 5-point question, Danielle, what is going through the professor's head as he has to get this right to force Paul's hand?
I think what's going through his head right now is I wish Danielle wasn't trying to narrate what's going through my head. But mostly, I also think that it's, you know, he wants to win. He wants to move on. He wants to get into the ultimate Schmoedown, which is what everyone is here for. This is why you play the game.
It was partly that and partly Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata.
It's playing on repeat in his head constantly. All right, Lon. You selected number 16.
For me, it would be Morning Mood. Morning Mood is so peaceful and lovely.
Of Joe Montana corresponds.
That's why I picked it.
Up here.
I'm sure you did.
It corresponds to Disney movies.
Disney.
Disney films.
Oh dear.
And your question is, in Disney's Hercules, what kind of mythological creature is Phil?
He's a satyr.
5 points.
Yay!
I didn't know that the professor had time to watch little kid cartoon movies.
You know, I
Well,
don't know that
he's had to learn them because unfortunately, it's cost him a couple times.
What is the kids into? And the kids is into Disney.
The kids is into
The kids inspired him. They finally got around to getting him to watch the little kiddie films.
Paul Preston has been forced. He needs to get both of these questions remaining. He's got his 3 and his 5 left.
No, he
so
don't.
Danielle,
The first one's
number 7,
pointless.
3-point question. What category does that correspond to?
That is in the category of dramas. In who plays Janet Armstrong in First Man?
Claire Foy.
That is correct.
All right.
Nice job. Didn't matter though.
Paul Preston, 5 point. Now, I asked you this about Lon, so I'm going to ask you this about Paul. What's going through Paul's head?
What's going through Paul's head right now is he wants to win, he wants to get into the ultimate Schmoedown, but also where can he score some legal human growth hormone?
It's very accurate. It's not Moonlight Sonata, but it is accurate. So he selected number 12 for his 5 points.
What's going through my mind? Where can you get free Pepsi?
A fantasy sci-fi.
Ooh, that's a little vague.
Okay, for 5 points. Possibly the game. In Waterworld, what is Kevin Costner's character offered by the traitor in exchange for sex with Helen?
That's a 5.5 pointer if I've ever heard one.
Go to 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
In Waterworld, what is Kevin Costner's character offered by the traitor in exchange for sex with Helen?
Preston, one more JTE rule. Should he want to use it? Should he need to buy himself 15 more seconds to stay alive and possibly enter the ultimate Schmoedown? Go to 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That's his last JTE rule.
In Waterworld, what is Kevin Costner's character offered by the traitor in exchange for sex with Helen?
A cruise? Have no clue.
Gasoline.
And your winner!
That'd be a hell of an answer.
Lon,
Ah!
the Professor
Yeah.
Harris!
Woo!
Looking for paper.
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 It was paper.
Everybody knows that you can offer paper in exchange. Everybody knows.
No, it's true. It is
I
the anniversary.
I concur with that rebuttal.
Give paper because you've banged that person for a year.
That's what maybe comedically so, maybe otherwise. Regardless, Lon Harris takes the victory in a suspense-filled, hard-fought, down to the wire.
Oh, got a ticker. Boop, boop, boop. Great match. Thanks, Ticker. And I agree.
A very game.
Ticker is always right.
No slouch whatsoever. Just came up a little bit short on the 5-pointer. Danielle, help us make sense of this mess. Was it Lon? Was it Paul? Was it two guys giving us their A game?
Everyone here was giving it everything that they had. We're obviously, Lon congratulations, is going to be moving on to the Ultimate Schmoedown. This is far from Paul Preston's last time doing these singles matches.
It's far from his last hoorah.
He could have had a knockout in this one.
Or as Al Pacino would say, hoorah.
I'm excited to see what he does next as well. I'm excited to see Lon move on to the Ultimate Schmoedown. And I'm excited to see what both of them has to say about it.
Well, we're going to hear that right now with our own Jen Sturger. Jen, the floor is yours.
Lon, congratulations. You are in the tournament.
Why, thank you. Oh, more work, more time away from my students. Excellent.
I mean, you were sweating a little bit out there, though. Let's be clear, and it wasn't because of your jacket.
I do not perspire. I'm wearing 3 layers of deodorant under this thing. But yes, Mr. Prestone, a very talented, skilled triviatician, and yeah, we went right down to the wire.
You knew his 5-pointer, didn't you?
I did. I'm very familiar with the cinematic classic
usually
Waterworld.
can stay pretty calm, but I was like, I saw you light up when you got when you knew his 5-pointer.
The gentleman who speaks that line in Waterworld, he uses a very distinctive accent that, for whatever reason, has really stuck out in my brain. He's like, paper, it's paper, and so I remembered.
So he sounds like the guy from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Uncanny impression there.
Thank you.
So, what was going through your head, though, after that second round? Because obviously, I mean, you went with movie quotes, first of all, which is not known to be an easy category on the wheel. Why on earth did you stick with that?
There were some other categories there I really wanted to avoid in the first place. I found that in individual actor and director categories, the questions tend to get very challenging, tend to get very obscure, and so I thought focusing
focusing on a single line
on a broader category.
On a broad category of movies was the better way to go. So what kept your cool in that third round?
Well, thinking about Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, always I find it very soothing. I find it very calming. But no, it was also, as soon as I heard that the final question would be about the Greek classics, the great works of the Western canon, I immediately was set at ease.
Back to you guys.
Oh, that was an awkward cut.
How far can Lon take his movie?
Back to you.
Can he go the distance in the Ultimate Schmoedown?
I do think he can. You know, right now he's what 4-3. He has broken his kind of middle of the thing, but also in this match, he was up, he was down, he was around, much like his previous record, and so he's really got to work on consistency. He's got to consistently be able to answer these trivia questions correctly.
Yeah, he showed a lot of intestinal fortitude, being able to be down for so many minutes in this match and then calling out a W, but it's a very dicey proposition.
It's a tight rope.
Do that going into the playoff format known as the Ultimate Schmoedown. Cannot wait to enjoy the tournament with all of you. Thank you so much to Danielle Radford for joining me here at the answer desk today. For everyone here at the movie.
No interview with the second place.
Right now.
Guess he had to leave and pump some serious iron. Himalaya, Himalaya, Himalaya.
We'll see you real soon at the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
See you next time.
All right, let's run everybody down. Thank you, the movie guys, and Lon, and Jen, and Mark, and Danielle, and the kid, and Robert Meyer Burnett, who's wearing a new shirt. Yay! Thank God for that. That was what a pleasant sight to see. Just to see Rob in a different shirt. Nice to know that he wears something else around the work environment. So, we'll take this out. Why I still have that in. Another fun match. Have to say, this week's matches in Schmoedown this week, very exciting and entertaining. Probably the one of the better all-around weeks of quality, entertaining, fun matches of the whole year so far. So that was a lot of fun. But more importantly, the professor. We still get to see the presence of the professor. And then we all have a bad feeling what's going to happen next. Mr. Burnett is probably going to have Lon Harris play JTE in the first round. And, yes, just devastating. Devastating, but you know it's going to happen. It just, what a shame. Yeah, Mr. Paul Preston, Mr. Way, Protein Man, he's going to have to, I guess that'll be, well, I guess he'll be playing in the Team Ultimate Schmoedown. So going to be interesting to see how he will bounce back in that, assuming that he will be in that, but it's probably almost a guarantee that he will be playing in that tournament. So the tournaments are now going to be up and away within a matter of a couple weeks now. Of course, then leading into the New York Live Schmoedown match, where we have one confirmed tournament match there in Haley Fouch, yeah, excuse me, I butchered your name, I apologize. And Mr. Big Time Turtle Power Ethan Irwin himself, and of course Primetime Paul Oyama will be defending his singles championship for the first time against either Mike Kalinowski, Ben the Boss Bateman, or Mr. Jeff Gordon, Jeff in Snyder, whatever you wish to call him. I'll call him whatever I want because he follows me and he will laugh. I'm almost certain he would laugh. So that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe to their content and to mine as well if you so choose to do. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. I post all my reactions to that channel. And follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content. Facebook page, Twitter page at the Schmoedown, the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown website, triviasd.com, and become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. So, until next time, I will see you next week for another thrilling week of Schmoedown matches. I am JTH. Thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu.